You absolutely do. We are interconnected. People can talk about not believing in God and whatever the case, to each their own, whatever higher power you have. But we are all entangled one way or the other. And it's really incredible how that works. So I just wanted to share that, man. Like, of course, I go on there and I give this motivational talk like, hey, you've got to learn to detach. This is the art of detachment and why it's important. Now, I'm learning about this myself as we go. And this is something that I talk about with people that I coach, right? Look, coaches go through this stuff too. And life is not so simple. The more you know, the more you realize you don't know. Now, am I going to sit here and fall apart and say I might as well retire as a coach because I went through an avoidant relationship? Hell no, man. No. We're putting in work out there. This is what we do. We're empowering men out there and women too, right? We want to empower ourselves and each other, right? The divine masculine and divine feminine exists in every single person, as it turns out. And that avoidant has shown you parts of yourself that you needed to know, that you needed to see before you were entrusted with your future responsibility of who you're to become, because you're going to become somebody great. We all are. It's only a matter of time. And time, the way we see it, look, we have the moment, we have the present right now, and how you handle yourself. How we handle ourselves in these moments. This is why I put this information out there. It's tough for me to do, but it's necessary because I understand that so many people are being affected by this, and you can go multiple routes here. There's no such thing as being stuck. The more you're stuck, the more options you actually have. If you think about it and you choose to think in that way, the way you think about something. Remember, I had a conversation or a video recently about choosing or making a decision not to do something, but about something. Make a decision about something, about how your mind is going to operate. Flipping the script or the inverse reality of the reality that you've been fed all your life. All the bullshit programming. Flipping the script. And so the art of detachment, getting back, is actually learning how and why we attach and how to safeguard ourselves in a healthy way. And in doing so, staying connected to the present, which is self-love. That's self-respect, self-love, self-dignity. It makes it easier to recognize patterns. You set those boundaries and you recognize patterns. I had a dream the other night of my avoidant person. I hate to say my person or my avoidant. My ex, we'll say. And it was very vivid. And the dream was showing me patterns of attachment and discarding. And it showed me everything. It was very detailed, and it troubled me actually because I had to sit with it all day the next day, and it was powerful. And then I had a couple of epiphanies the very night. It's really interesting how that shit works, man. When you get involved in all of this stuff where you understand, how our energy in our body works and how our minds are very powerful, you start to flip the script and you realize that this is a God's gift, man, that happened to you. It sucks. It sucks because you want to be angry and upset at the person who fucked you over. They just left you, man, right? And you felt immense pain, and that person probably didn't feel shit. It's vicious. They probably didn't feel it initially, but they did. You felt it initially, immediately, and it was very, very excruciating. It was vicious. It was painful. Yes, but you can't hate that person. Or you can if you want. It's completely up to you. Who am I to say what you should and shouldn't do, right? Everybody has a right to feel and feel a way that they want to feel and view certain things the way they want to view them, all right? But just know that there are people that support you regardless and understand what you're going through, and that there is an alternative way of thinking. There's an inverse reality. If you want to think from the ego, if you want to think narcissistically, like those narcissistic tendencies we have where you just want to say, fuck that girl, man. Like if I ever see her, I'm going to have some verbal stuff for that girl. I've been thinking that at times. There were times where I've thought that, and you immediately have to stop yourself and say, look, that's legitimate. You have an argument, valid reason to be angry and pissed off. But is that the route you want to go? Because all that does is take you back to your old loops. You want to go back to being angry because you're just going to attract more of that shit. I'm not living in that vibration. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not doing it. I love myself and I love you guys way too much. Man, we're moving forward. That's what we do. We use this opportunity to realize the ways the world works. Now you can see the patterns. Now you can see the writing on the wall. You're more intuitive. People vibrate to that shit. And those who know better than to fuck with you afterwards, they'll stay clear. Those people aren't going to matter. They're low vibration. No offense to them. They're not going to matter. You've graduated to the higher echelons of learning, and not just learning, but the learning and understanding and understanding, which people do recognize without you even saying a word. That's how powerful we are as human beings. That's how powerful you are. This is why I do transformational coaching. Fitness and Health Investment Initiative. I talk about the pillars, physiological and cellular health being one of the pillars, your integration with your emotional, mindset, and spiritual aspects of your consciousness, mindset change, thought pattern recognition and changing your frequency from primal state to powerful state. And then we talk about your frame, your lifestyle, your intimacy with your friends, family, other loved ones, romantic relationships, your financial, personal, and professional wealth and health. Forget wealth. Let's just talk about health. Your health is your wealth. Those three pillars, that's what we talk about. That's why I talk about this transformational stuff. It's very powerful. Once you overcome the unconscious programming bullshit scripts that are in our nervous, that trigger our nervous system into reflecting negativity into our physical lives, we start to realize how important these epic and profound and powerful moments are. So take it for what it's worth. Take it for what it is. If any of this resonated with you, check out my website, immheart.com. Go to my Patreon channel, Jeremy Watts, FHII, Fitness and Health Investment Initiative. Mess with me a little bit. See what's up. We do good things. We've got a weekly newsletter subscription. It's for physiological fitness and health. I'm an exercise physiologist, cardiac therapist. I write books. I do different things. All right. We are multi-dimensional here. We are interdisciplinary. But I do that stuff, but I do transformational coaching as well. So check me out, guys. You guys enjoy it's a Friday night here. So enjoy your day and evening, whatever time it is, whenever you're receiving this video. And yeah, take from it what you will. Peace.